Alright guys, what I got to show you here today on a rainy day, we're tinkering around with a silly toy here. Most of you have probably seen these before. It's just a little wooden woodpecker, okay, and he's attached to this pole here, and when you activate it with just a little shake, okay, he does his thing, bounces up and down with his beak on the pole, as a woodpecker would. Okay, now this toy is very simple in design. So it's simple physics. Okay, very simple physics. It's a neat little toy. Kids love this thing. And the way it works is very simple. That little piece in the middle there, you see the yellow piece, actually a wooden dowel with a hole drilled in it for the pole. Okay, and it fits very tight, has a little bit of slack to it, and so when you get it just right, it'll hold. And that woodpecker moves, and that spring coming out of the woodpecker bounces back and forth. It causes the dowel to grip and ungrip, and that's what causes the woodpecker to move. Very simple. No moving parts other than the toy itself. Okay, now what I'm planning on doing is a little different approach. I've seen some guys try to do it. I'm going to take that wooden dowel off, and I'm going to put a spring there, similar to the spring you see going into the woodpecker. I'm going to put a spring on the pole, and I have another one of these woodpeckers. Going to hook it up, and I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to hook it up, and I'm going to mount it on a very long pole so you really see him going well. Alright, sit tight a minute here. We'll see what we got. Okay guys, this is a simple little woodpecker I made. Okay, painted up a little bit, and as I said, I replaced that wooden dowel with a spring. Simple, light spring. I wrapped it around the pole, and the advantage of using the spring is actually a lot of advantages. One of the advantages is the tighter you squeeze the spring to the pole, you can control the speed that it makes this descent, and it also gets a better grip. And the other thing is, hey, it's free. Okay, you got to roll a spool of wire like this. You can make as many as you want, as I have. Okay, let me put this on here and show you. Okay guys, here we go. This pole is about 3 feet long, as opposed to the 15-inch original pole that first woodpecker you seen came in. I got this pole hanging from the ceiling. Alright, so you can make them any length you want. And the other thing is, using the spring, it has more flexibility. You can adjust the woodpecker, the angle of the woodpecker to the pole. You want the beak to really hit the pole hard or soft. So it has advantages. However, I was pretty happy with how this worked out, but I wasn't satisfied, of course. So I got to thinking, what else can we use other than a woodpecker coming down that pole? And I'm going to show you a few ideas. So pole hole climber number 1. Pole hole climber number 2. Okay guys, we got the cowboy with the rifle. See how we do with him. Not bad. Okay guys, we got the two Army men. These are both on the same spring. They're not separate springs. It's the only one I made like this. I'm not really even sure how it's going to go. Here we go. Better than I thought. Better than I thought. Okay, so we're going to try a couple of bigger, heavier toys. Okay, and we got the spring pretty tight. So we got Charlie Brown here doing a little pole climbing. Let's push him up a little higher. See if we can get him to go. Okay, we got Snoopy on here now. It's about the same exact size as the Charlie Brown toy. Hooked up the same way. Let's see what we got. He goes better. Definitely goes better. Nice bounce. Nice bouncing. Definitely better. I like how he turns too. Alright. That's the other thing about the spring. You twist the spring and tighten it different ways. You can use it as a directional to make the toy go one way or the other. So there's a lot of advantages, I think, to making your own springs out of wire as opposed to using the dowel with a hole through. Alright guys, here's my bigger woodpecker. Had to make at least one decent looking one. Okay, nice red-headed woodpecker. It's about 4 or 5 inches long, and the pole is about, I'd say about a ½ inch in diameter. It's a good size woodpecker, and so we'll see how he goes, whatever it is. Got a pretty nice pecking sound to her. Turn her around the other way. See if she's going to spin for me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Again, you can adjust the beak with the spring how harder you want it to hit. Okay? So, this is just made from a simple block of wood. Very simple. Just draw it, carve it out, make your own wire spring. You got yourself a nice little toy. Alright guys, thanks for watching all of this. Appreciate it. It is raining like crazy out there, and so just thought I'd share a little rainy day fun.